Rebecca, Maribel, and then we did our agency visit at Colettes Children's Home. It started in 1998 by William O'Connell, and it's a transitional housing program for women, homeless women and homeless women with children. Their main office is located in Huntington Beach, and that's where we did our interview at. And we did an interview with the program supervisor, who is Yesenia. And what's needed is your program addressing is housing for homeless women and children, and they provide emergency shelter, transitional housing, and permanent housing. And has the problem changed over time, and how has it changed, and how do we know this? It has been an increase in the need of housing in the past 15 years due to the economy. And they know this because there is a high demand for shelter. And the methods that we use to identify the people who need these services is 211, social services, word of mouth, and their website, which is healinghomelessness.org. And what data demonstrates the existence of the problem? The graph shows that the Orange County Community Indicators Report states that Orange County has the second highest rate of homelessness per capita in the entire United States, and the highest rate of homelessness is in Detroit, Michigan. And it also states that in 2009, Orange County reports that there's been a 29% increase in the number of children in grades K through 12 who are either homeless or unstably housed, which is over 22,000 children. Process, what data is collected on personnel and by who. They require a bachelor's degree and experience in the human services field, and it's collected by the program supervisor. What evidence do you have on staff skills and qualifications? Their bachelor's degree in human services and experience in the human services field. What information is collected on your volunteers, and how often, and how is it managed? Their name, phone number, experience, and areas of interest, so they know where they're going to assign them. It says, what training do staff and volunteers receive from the agency, how often, and how is it assessed? The staff receive training throughout the year. Volunteers do not receive training but are directed on a daily basis, and trainings are assessed with grants. How do you monitor the staff performance? The employees are evaluated on quarterly client surveys, graduation rates by the site, and annual evaluation. How do you know that the appropriate clients are receiving the services? The clients are screened with the case manager at the beginning. And what data indicates that activities conducted are being conducted according to the proposal? Quarterly client surveys, annual reviews, and reviews of case files from the case manager. And outcomes. What client outcomes do you measure, and how often? Graduation rates, increase in income, obtainment of employment, increased self-sufficiency, obtainment of employment, and measured through the annual percentage report. And what data do you use to evaluate the program's overall effectiveness? And they do it through the annual percentage report, which is the end of the year evaluation. The outcomes continue. Do the participants gain knowledge and understanding of the problems through the program, and how is it measured? In the beginning, when they're first assigned to their case manager, they're assigned to and are part of the process for their time there, so they gain knowledge on different aspects as to, homelessness, how to deal with it, why they're in that situation that they are in. So they get that hands-on, and they get to put the input into how they think that they will get out of that situation. The participants change their behavior and beliefs through the program, how they're measured. They do change their beliefs. They gain a lot of knowledge about different aspects of homelessness, and it's measured through a matrix, which is self-sufficiency matrix, and you would normally measure things like parenting skills, family, how they're supporting their family, and then if they've reached their personal goals or not. Efficiency, what methods do you use to determine when your program operation or cost, whether your program operations are cost efficient compared to similar programs. They compare themselves to other nonprofit agencies that provide similar services and see what their budgets are, where their budgets are the same or how they are different. One of the benefits of the program to stakeholders other than the immediate clients and their families, it's a huge benefit for the community. For the agency to house a person, it only costs them $1,000 a year versus costing the community or society, taxpayers, $35,000 a year to house that one person. What services offered by the program are done by volunteers. The only services done by volunteers that they do are only like on special events, so they normally don't allow volunteers to have a lot of direct interaction with clients. They're not really part of that process. They just help, you know, they're doing a big fundraiser and stuff like that. If they should continue, how do you evaluate the overall efficiency of the program? They use a strategic plan that they start at the beginning of the year, and so at the end they go back to that plan and see what goals they met as staff, what goals they met as clients, and overall how they impacted the community. Are any portions of your services underutilized? How is it measured? No, there isn't any underutilization of programs. All funds are used, all the money is needed. There's actually great need for more funding, so all the services are well being used. What makes the location optimal for client access? How was it evaluated? I think there's a misconception about taking to need sometimes about homelessness there, and it's actually evident that it is alive in Huntington Beach as well. As there, in 2012, there was a great demand for services in Huntington Beach and the people that were served. What methods do you use to determine the effectiveness of your success program? They use the annual percentage report, which once again is a report that they use to evaluate the agency throughout the year, and then the participant survey. And the statistics matters what staff and the client outcomes. The agency has a strong program in place to track the outcome of the staff and the client. The clients are actually prior to monitoring the program and doing it. For example, they are trained to verify their employment and the services. There are also various measurements conducted to guarantee the effectiveness of the staff. For example, they receive different types of training throughout the year. The weaknesses is the use of volunteers. There is not a set process or training for volunteers. They actually have very little information to provide on the use of volunteers and how effective they are. There isn't a tracking system as to what they're doing. They simply assign dates